Okay. Maybe you're starting to get a sense, if you haven't already, of how superficial verbal teachings are, in contrast to abiding as the self. When the mind's quite agitated and rajasic, remember that word rajas means the agitated, passionate mind. When the mind's quite active and agitated, it will seek answers in the world. So verbal teachings seem to make a difference.
Could you please repeat that word?
Rajasic. So rajas, R-A-J-A-S. Rajas. One of the three forms of Maya. The three forms of Maya. Maya is that which doesn't exist. And Maya is also that which binds us. And Maya has three tools she uses to bind us. In Sanskrit, they're called the three ropes. You know, a rope can tie you up, tie you into knots, bind you. So Maya has three ropes, which are three aspects of Maya. And it's just the conceptual framework that's very useful at some points in the spiritual journey. And when Maya acts in different ways, she takes the form of one of these three. And you've got the Tamas, which is T-A-M-A-S, Tamas, which is the dull, negative, low energy state. Think depression, think sleep, think low motivation, sluggishness. And then you've got that's the lowest energy. And then you've got the highest energy level in terms of the most active, which is called Rajas. And this is the passionate, active mind. Think people who do a lot, who engage with the world. I also think neurosis, anxiety, overly, excessively worrying, excessively thinking, excessively doing. So both Rajas and Tamas are unbalanced. And then the third way that Maya binds us is through the third rope, which is called Sattva, which means peace or clarity. S-A-T-T-V-A. Sometimes it's spelled W-A. It just depends how you convert the Sanskrit letters into the English alphabet, how you transliterate from the Sanskrit to the Roman. And the Sattva is peace. And it's the sattvic, peaceful mind that is clear, calm, happy, content, intelligent, not dull, like the tamasic mind, not dull and depressed, but not reaching outward, overly engaging with the world, overly worried, overly passionate, like the rajasic mind. The sattvic mind is the intelligent mind. It's both rajas and tamas, they distort the mind's perception. It gives rise to bad judgment. The sattvic mind is clear, and is conducive for good judgment. But it's still Maya. It's still in the realm of ignorance and separation. But it's the sattvic mind which is most able to effectively grasp the teachings and go beyond itself. If your mind is very dull and tamasic, you probably won't make it to the meeting. You'll be too tired. And if you come to the meeting, if you do make it to the meeting, you probably won't take in any of the teachings properly. You won't understand what's being pointed to. The rajasic mind goes to many, many meetings. You'll be doing lots of different stuff. You'll have a finger in every pie. And you'll be going to this one, to that one, to this one, to that one. You'll be getting it, you'll be forgetting it, you'll be getting it, you'll be forgetting it. Often, though, the rajasic mind's very capable. So, very capable. So, when most people come to spirituality, many of them will have a rajasic mind. If you come to spirituality with a tamasic mind, you'll be attracted to a tamasic type spiritual teaching. When you approach spirituality with a rajasic mind, you may be attracted to a rajasic type spiritual teaching or a sattvic type spiritual teaching. Actually, let me rephrase that. Let me put it this way then. If you're of a tamasic mind, a dull mind, and you're looking for spirituality, you'll be attracted to the type of spirituality that caters for a tamasic mind. And that is often the rajasic type teachings. I don't want to confuse everyone with these points. So often these are the very uplifting, vibrant, colorful expressions of spirituality. And this type of spirituality, it might be organized religion as well. Very good at lifting people out from dullness and depression, because they often lift you up and they give you a sense of community and belonging, and they give you motivation to get out of bed and get on with life. So they're wonderful teachings. They're often got a high degree of delusion in them as well, but they're also wonderful for lifting you out of tamas. If you're very rajasic, you may be attracted to that kind of teaching as well. That perpetuates your rajasic energy. And you will also, if you're in that kind of setting, in that kind of spirituality, you will be able to help other people come out of their tamasic place. You see, you could be one of the sort of community leaders of that kind of spiritual circle. Maybe you were quite tamasic at one point in your life, and now you've got out of it and you're quite rajasic, passionate, active. So you can help other tamasic people, and that can be very uplifting for yourself. It can be very rewarding to help other people. So my experience, my personal experience, a lot of church groups that I've been to are quite like this, for example. A lot of organized or traditional religion will be like this. At some point, though, you start to get sick and tired of the incessant activity of rajas. If you're not tired of it, that probably means that rajasic energy is helping you in some way. And the reason it's helping you is it's helping you root out the tamas. But once you become less, see, you start at the low energy, tamas, and then the rajasic energy pulls you out of tamas. Once your tamasic traits have started to disappear, because rajas has pulled you up, then you start getting sick of rajas. It's just too much. Then you start desiring peace, sattva. When you're tamasic, you desire passion, vibrancy, aliveness. You're not really looking for peace. And then once your tamas has gone and you're rajasic, then you start desiring sattva, the peace. And then you want to be still. You want to be quiet. This is kind of like the type of people who are attracted often to Buddhist type teachings. Their minds are quite sharp and rajasic, and they're craving peace of mind. Eventually, peacefulness, believe it or not, starts to wear a bit thin as well. Why? Because it's not liberating if you haven't seen through the false illusion or the false sense of separation. So this is when you listen to the teacher within will, without knowing any of this theory, will automatically guide you to where you need to go.